In the heart of West Virginia's Appalachian Mountains lies a chilling tale of murder, deceit, and an extraordinary twist that defied logic and left the world astounded. This is the spine-chilling narrative of Zona Heaster Shue, a young woman whose untimely demise brought her back from the grave to deliver a haunting message and seek justice. Our story begins in the year 1897 in the secluded and tranquil town of Greenbrier County. Zona Heaster Shue, a vibrant and vivacious young woman of only 23, had recently tied the knot with a man named Edward Shue. Edward, a skilled blacksmith, possessed a certain charm and charisma that had captivated Zona, and the couple had exchanged vows and embarked on their journey of marriage. However, their blissful union was marred by a dark secret that lurked beneath the surface, for Edward harbored a sinister side that would soon come to light. As days turned into weeks, strange occurrences began to surface in their seemingly idyllic life together. Zona became withdrawn and distant, her eyes revealing a deep-seated fear. Whispers spread through the close-knit community, hinting at a troubled relationship, and unease settled over the town like a thick fog. The townsfolk couldn't shake this unsettling feeling, as if a storm was brewing on the horizon. Then one fateful morning, the tranquility of the town was shattered. A young boy who was tasked with delivering a simple message to Zona at the shoemaker's house stumbled upon a horrifying sight. At the bottom of the stairs leading to the Shue residence lay the lifeless form of Zona. Her eyes were wide with terror, frozen in an eternal gasp, as if she had been struck with an unexpected and dreadful fright. The news of her sudden demise sent shockwaves through the community, leaving everyone in a state of disbelief and sorrow. When Edward was informed of his wife's condition, he rushed home consumed with grief. Tears streamed down his face as he cradled his beloved wife's lifeless body. With heavy hearts, the family and friends gathered for her funeral, paying their respects to the deceased. During the brief ceremony, the focus was primarily on the circumstances surrounding her passing. With no clear explanation, theories abounded, and speculation ran wild. However, despite the mystery, there was a pressing question that lingered in the minds of many, particularly Zona's distraught mother, Mary Jane Heaster. She couldn't help but wonder about the unusual nature of her daughter's fall and the peculiar details surrounding the incident. Despite the efforts to lay her daughter to rest, Mary Jane couldn't let go. A nagging sense of suspicion gnawed at her, driving her to uncover the truth behind Zona's untimely demise. In the aftermath of the funeral, as the town began to move on, Mary Jane found herself consumed with uncovering the truth. She couldn't shake off this gut feeling that something was amiss, that her daughter's death was not a tragic accident as it had initially appeared. Days turned into sleepless nights as she grappled with her mounting concerns, determined to find answers even in the darkest corners of her thoughts. As the clock struck midnight, casting long shadows across the room, the apparition of her daughter materialized at the foot of her bed. Startled by the sudden appearance, Mary Jane gasped, her heart pounding in her chest. But as the oil lamp flickered, casting dancing shadows on the wall, she realized it was indeed her beloved Zona standing before her. "Mama," Zona whispered, her voice a mere breath, yet echoing with urgency. "He strangled me, Mama." With these chilling words, Zona began to recount the horrific ordeal she had endured, her ethereal voice sending shivers down her mother's spine. "He snapped my neck," Zona continued, her translucent fingers tightening around her mother's arm as if pleading for justice. "I tried to scream, Mama, but he crushed my windpipe." With each word, the horrifying picture became clearer, revealing the sinister truth behind her daughter's untimely death. Incredulous and horrified, Mary Jane listened intently as Zona revealed the extent of her torment. "He meant to kill me, Mama," her ghostly voice trembling with anguish. "He wanted me dead." The revelation struck Mary Jane like a bolt from the blue, shattering the facade of her peaceful town and the illusion of her daughter's accidental demise. For 4 consecutive nights, Zona returned, reliving her harrowing ordeal and emphasizing the need for justice. Each night, her chilling account grew more vivid, painting a grim picture of her final moments alive. But it was on the 4th night that the ghastly details reached their horrifying climax. As Zona recounted her traumatic experience, she turned, revealing the most harrowing evidence of all. "Look, Mama," she whispered, her voice echoing with despair. "My neck is broken." With that, she turned away, showcasing the unnatural bend in her neck, the very spot where her life had been brutally extinguished. Each night, Zona's ghost appeared, her haunting words echoing in the stillness of the night, providing a glimpse into the harrowing ordeal she had faced before her untimely demise. Mary Jane listened in horror as her daughter recounted the gruesome details, piecing together the sinister puzzle of her death. But it was during the final ghostly encounter that the full weight of the tragedy revealed itself. As Zona prepared to depart, she turned to her mother, her spectral form illuminated by the flickering lamplight. "Look, Mama," she whispered, her voice filled with urgency. "My neck is broken." With a heart-wrenching sob, Zona turned away, displaying the chilling sight of her neck contorted at an unnatural angle. The realization dawned on Mary Jane, striking her with the force of a revelation. This was not an accident. Her daughter had been murdered, her life brutally ended by the very person who had vowed to cherish and protect her. With a newfound sense of purpose, Mary Jane wasted no time in confronting the reality of her daughter's fate. Driven by an unwavering determination to seek justice for Zona, she wasted no time in taking action. Ignoring the hushed whispers and skeptical glances of the townspeople, she approached the local authorities with her harrowing tale, determined to bring her daughter's killer to justice. Her ghostly testimony provided crucial insights, helping investigators piece together the events leading up to Zona's untimely demise. The townspeople, initially dismissive of the supernatural claims, were shaken to their core by the compelling evidence presented. As the investigation deepened, the focus shifted to Edward, and a series of inconsistencies in his alibi and behavior raised suspicions. His demeanor, once charming and charismatic, now seemed sinister and deceptive. With renewed vigor, Mary Jane and the authorities pursued every lead, determined to expose the truth. As the net tightened around Edward, the weight of the evidence became overwhelming. The ghost's testimony, though initially disregarded, now stood as a pivotal piece of the puzzle, providing the missing link in the chain of events. In a dramatic turn of events, Edward's facade crumbled, and he was arrested and charged with the murder of his wife, Zona. The community, once shocked by the very notion of a ghost appearing in court, now rallied behind Mary Jane, recognizing her unwavering pursuit of justice. The trial commenced, and the courtroom became a battleground of conflicting narratives and desperate attempts to sway the jury. Edward's defense attorney painted a picture of doubt, questioning the validity of the ghostly account. However, as the trial progressed, the evidence mounted against him, leaving little room for skepticism. Finally, the moment of truth arrived as the jury deliberated their verdict. The tension in the courtroom was palpable. After hours of deliberation, the jury returned with their decision, finding Edward guilty of murder. A wave of relief and vindication washed over Mary Jane as the guilty verdict echoed through the courtroom. Justice for Zona was finally within reach. Edward was sentenced to life imprisonment, ensuring that he would spend his remaining days behind bars, separated from society and haunted by his own guilt. As Edward was led away in handcuffs, he cast a venomous glance at Mary Jane, his eyes burning with hatred and resentment. The conviction marked a significant moment, not only for bringing Edward to justice, but also for recognizing the importance of pursuing truth, no matter how elusive or unbelievable it may seem. The case of Zona Heaster Shue serves as a chilling reminder of the lengths to which deceit can reach, and the courage it takes to confront the darkness that sometimes lurks in the shadows of our world. Years passed, and Zona's name gradually faded from the collective memory of the town. The haunting tale of her murder became a mere whisper on the wind, a shadow of its former prominence. However, her legacy lived on in the annals of history, serving as a testament to the extraordinary circumstances surrounding her case. In the quiet solitude of her grave, Zona found her eternal rest. The inscription on her headstone read, "Zona Heaster Shue, murdered by her husband, justice from beyond the grave." The words resonated with the enduring impact of her story, reminding all who read them of the injustice she had endured and the remarkable manner in which she sought and ultimately achieved justice. Today, visitors who come across her grave often pause to pay their respects to the young woman whose spirit dared to speak from beyond the grave. The story of Zona continues to captivate and intrigue, serving as a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the relentless pursuit of truth. In the secluded hills of Greenbrier County, the memory of Zona lives on, entwined with the eerie tale of her ghostly apparition and the profound impact she had on those who dared to listen. And so, dear listeners, we've reached the end of this spine-chilling narrative. What are your thoughts on the extraordinary case of Zona Heaster Shue? Did you find solace in the ultimate triumph of justice, or are you still haunted by the chilling details of her untimely demise? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how this eerie tale has impacted you. If you enjoyed this chilling account, be sure to stay tuned for more spine-tingling stories like this. Until next time, may your nights be filled with peaceful dreams, and may you never hear the whisper of a ghost seeking justice in the darkness.